All right, weekend sports betting tips on the Barroom Network. My name is John Santucci. You call me Tooch. Got Mr. Sean Higgs and Anthony from Pounded Sports. Guys, how are you doing? Let me flash this up here real quick because if we sweep today 3-0 on the show, one viewer will receive a free weekend VIP pass from all of us.
Leave a comment into the drawing. I didn't put a post up this today.
Yep. Much like the parlays. Best way to go 3-0. It's not go 3-0. Just go 2-1 like we usually do. So got that going for you, folks. It's
Right
2-1s are good. But
what if we go 0-3? You should get
0-3. You should get a free pass.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So everybody should get one then.
Player props in now. So the old shout,
my buddy
King.
Yep, that's Trio Stream. Last week we had I loved your guys' picks. I hated my pick. I was the only one that won last week with the Astros.
2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks.
Sorry. Sean was on vacation last week. Anthony,
I was on my deathbed again. Yeah,
out of commission. I was sick as well. We're taking all questions today. If we sweep today, remember, leave a comment. All right.
So far, Player Prop King's the only one.
Someone pop in.
Unanimous decision.
Yep.
It always people just watch. They don't. I mean, listen. You know how it is. You see the comments. Somebody comments it, but you see views. You're like, come on.
Even if you comment, just put a letter and to put yourself in the drawing. You can just put a letter A.
Come in here. You stink. I don't care. You're the winner.
Player Prop King. I love my pick tonight, so hopefully we'll get you off that slump. Anthony and Sean both have really good plays tonight too. For free here, stick around. About 30 minutes, dropping 3 free plays. Got Stanley Cup Finals Game 6, man. Panthers won 3 straight, Anthony, and then the Oilers showed some life. Won the next 2. Got Game 6 tonight in Edmonton. Panthers -102, Oilers -115. Total 5.5. Any thoughts on the Stanley Cup Game 6, Anthony?
I got the winner. Just take the opposite of whatever I say. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. Give me the Panthers tonight. Everybody's going to be jumping on the Oilers, saying they're going to go to Game 7. Oilers got momentum. Give me the Panthers. In other words, we're going to see a Game 7, everybody.
Yep. Last game, 8 goals. Game before that, 9 goals. There's still numbers still sitting there at 5.5, Sean.
I like the over. I like the Oilers and the over tonight. Yeah, I got the Oilers too, by the way. I took them on the puck line.
I like the Oilers too.
Oh, that's a winner. That's a winner, Sean. I already confirmed it.
Listen, I get that it was, and again, you've heard this like, House money, they're playing free and clear. What do you mean free and clear? If they lost, they were out. So we're still in a losing, it's over kind of scenario. But just the way they've been playing, they were down, 4-1 in Game 3 and scored 2 in the fourth, or 2 in the third period, rather. Then they come out and blitz them. It's 8-1. And then they beat them 5-3. So you're outscoring these guys 15-4 the last two games in a quarter, where going into that, even after they won 4-3, people are talking about the goalie being, look at this guy, he's the winner, he's the best goalies. You see goalies, they can carry you to championships, blah 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, you give up an 8 spot. And here comes who? Connor McDavid's let's go 70. He's going to probably tie or break Wayne Gretzky's record for points in the series. It's Oilers for me. If they're home, they'll be not desperate. They're not going to play scared. They can't say, we got to not make mistakes. No, they have to come out, and they're not on their heels. Panthers, you're down. Now you dropped 2 in a row. You lost the Stanley Cup Finals last year. You can't not say that's not creeping in their heads a little bit. Like they were planning all right, whatever. We got to parade back home. We'll set up, fly everybody in. It's party time. And then Yeah, you're down in the first period. And I had them I'm like, first period plus 170, Florida, sure. Why? What's wrong with that? They're going to come out at home. You lost 8-1 in hockey. That's like losing like 63-14 in football or something. That's like
so
17-2 in base. That's a total beatdown.
Yeah.
But listen, they found the net. I think they still find the net. Give me the Oilers in the over.
Here's a scenario. What if it goes to game 7? Do you like the under of game 7, right?
I see that's the tricky part because the Oilers at that point would have won 3 in a row attacking. So are they going to switch up and be like, "Oh, let's play"? No, I think you go out. Hey guys, we're here. Let's not change. We got them on our heels. We beat them 8-1, 5-3, whatever they win today, 5-4, 5-2, 6-4, 3-0, whatever the score is. They're done. They're scared. They're choking. Remember last year? I'd be back on the over because I think they're just going to. Oilers are going to have to come out. They don't decide, right? I mean, they got to. You can't use the cliche of pressing and they're going to open up the offense and we're going to dictate the pace. That's hockey. They have to literally attack and do what they've done the last 2 games and hopefully the third game, what they do tonight, which is hopefully a big win.
I think hockey is the hardest game to predict because, there's really – what are you really going off? You know what I mean? Momentum? What's the number one thing that we all say, everybody across the country – when they dialysis.
Oh yeah. Well, look at the last game.
I think. Yeah. That's the first words. I think. It's more of an educated guess. So when people say, "Oh, what do you want?" Honestly, there's no wrong answer when it comes to this type of game. There is no wrong answer. It's all someone's personal opinion, and it's so tough.
Oilers have all the momentum right now.
Yeah. Realistically, the perception is the Oilers are going to come in. They're going to win this game 4-2 type game. Win this, go force a game 7.
Force game 7.
That's the perception. But is that really going to happen? That's the question. We'll find out tonight. But
all right.
I just did this right here. I took over 5.5, puck line plus 215. Oilers minus 120.
We got a parlay.
First period over minus 1.5, and Oilers first period plus 175. No, all straights. I just added.
I was going to say the best way to go 3-1 is to do a 4-team parlay.
It's a 5-teamer.
5-teamer. First ever Sean Higgs 5-team parlay.
Golden first 10 minutes, also like that.
Yes.
They're not going to lay over. They'll come to play, but I just think they got to be thinking it's going to be a crazy-ass environment up there.
I think the offenses have a huge advantage over the defenses. So when it comes to scoring, you don't have really – this is what I said before game 1 that I was way wrong. I thought this would be a high-scoring series. And the Panthers' first 3 games were low-scoring.
Yep.
And then the Oilers, when they win, it's high-scoring. So what are we going to see here?
Well, that's the thing. Was the goalie play that good? Was it Oilers playing bad coming out of their extended series, right?
I think that's what it was because the Oilers they were just flat the first 3 games. Easy to say that when you score 8 goals in game 4, but they look alive now.
The games in Edmonton have all gone over.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I like the over tonight too. Over 5.5. I'll give me the Oilers with all the momentum too. Moving on to baseball, we got some late games tonight. I'll just start on. We can hit these real fast, but Royals at the Rangers. Singer versus Eovaldi. Rangers a minus 146 favorite. Royals on the road, not as good with the sticks though, Anthony, right?
Not at all. I watched the end of the Royals A's game. It was 2-3, 2-1, something like that. Next thing you know, the A's tied it, and then Bobby Witt had a solo homer in the 8th. And let me tell you, the Royals held on by every last pubic hair they had left on the team. Because, they went through, 2-3 different closers in the 9th inning to get – and this is the Oakland A's. And a guy's batting $185, and they're pitching this guy like it's Aaron Judge. It's absolutely just blows your mind. It's like, oh, my God. And then one of them was a home run but foul. The other one was a huge hit but foul. And next thing you know, it's a fly ball can of corn to right field.
Yeah, Royals 3-7 the last 10, Sean. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Yankees and 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers and 2 out of 3 to the A's. Now they head to Texas, where Nathan Eovaldi, pretty reliable starter. What are you thinking tonight?
I like the under, and I'm a Royal guy, right? I got the Royals over for the season win ticket.
Yep.
How about the fact that you see the splits? You see them great at home, right? Great home record, terrible on the road.
Yep.
Number one team at home, 271. Next closest team's hitting 264. They're doing a Mr. Numbers. I'm stealing sounds like the Tampa Bay Rays here. They are at home, just off the charts better. On the road, they're third worst in hitting. I think they're 225 average on the road. I think that's third worst behind like probably the White Sox. And hold on, let me just flip that up here. Here we go.
Splits, man.
Second, fourth worst. The A's at 214 on the road, 222 for the White Sox, Marlins at 224, and here comes Kansas City 225. And here, shockingly, the fifth worst hitting team on the road, Seattle at 226, and yet they're 12 games over 500 because they've got a lot of good pitching. But Kansas City, the splits are what they are. They're at home.
Yeah.
Go after them. Fine. They have not figured it out on the road for whatever reason. I like the under.
Yep. Good call on the under. Is Corey Seager back? I know he was injured for a little bit there.
Yeah, he's been back, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was in the other night, I believe.
Both these pitchers are solid, though, too. I can see where you're going with that under. Anthony, any thoughts? Royals, Rangers.
You played last night, Seager.
Anthony's on mute.
Oh, my bad. I was coughing. My bad. I like the over here, believe it or not. I mean, I understand.
Do you?
I mean, I do because Eovaldi's not been the same. And if you watch the Royals A's, that bullpen for the Royals have been beat up in that Oakland A's series. The only question is how many runs does Brady Singer give up? If he gives up 1 or 2 runs, this will go under. But if he gives up 3, I'm going to say 3 runs, I think the bullpen will give up the rest.
That the KC bullpen, you look at it's got like bad ERA, so you figure, all right, ERA looks okay, but the whip is bad, so it's kind of like, wait a second, It's gonna come. The chickens come home to roost, as they say. Which, with bullpens, they get hot, they get cold. I mean, we'll probably talk about the Yankees in a minute about bad bullpens of late. It is what it is. I just can't see they're not hitting. The Rangers aren't under team this year. They're not hitting. I mean, how many games have they gone under this year? I mean, as much as I say the Braves are a super, super under team, Texas, I think, is right behind them at I want to say like they're 40-29 to the under on the season, which is kind of crazy. But you had Young out. You had Seager was out for a bit. One of the other young kids was out for him. Langford, one of those young guys.
Yeah.
And then you have guys just not hitting. So are they due to break out against Brady Singer, who is a average people 44-29 to the under, to be exact for them, and Kansas City 40-34 to the under. But that also comes into play because on the road they're hitting 220. So it's a combination of things here. That's why I like the under. You think Texas? It's 95 degrees. Balls are going to be flying out of here. I don't know. I don't want to bet on something to happen that hasn't happened yet.
Yep. Let's see where you're going. The world champs, 34-40. Kansas City's 8 games above 500 at 42-34. Anthony likes the over. Sean likes the under. I got no play on this game. I would lean under, though. All right, next game, heading over to the Astros in Houston, right down in your backyard. Sean, you got the Orioles. This is a good hitting team, whether they're on the road or at home. I like the Orioles team total over here, but I don't really want to make a play on this game. I don't know anything about Bloss. I heard he's pretty good. He's making the jump from AA to the bigs. In your backyard, what are you thinking today? Grayson Rodriguez has been good. He's 8-2.
He's my guy.
They win when he takes the mound. So.
I got an over 11.5 win ticket on him, and I got a Cy Young ticket on too. We'll see how that fares. Who knows?
Nice. 11.5, man.
Yeah, and nice. I got a Cole Raggins 11.5 too. So I got a little work to do with Cole Raggins.
Yeah,
but whatever. Yeah, Blas, AA guy, good numbers, and I understand the thought process here where people are like, "Oh, let's get the Orioles." I like the Orioles. I know we're talking about later, but my free play in the show is going to be the Orioles' first 5 here, -1.5. Even a run line for the full game, because And I understand. Oh, you just beat the Yankees 2 out of 3. You crushed them for 17 runs yesterday. It's a letdown spot. And maybe it is a letdown spot. So, 155 is not exactly a short number for being on a road with a second year pitcher.
Yep.
It's not like it's a 105 or 115. I understand it's like, oh, we just beat the Yanks, we crushed them. It'll be sad, flat spot. But do you want to bet on Houston, who lose Verlander again? We got another AA pitcher up here, left and right guys dropping out of the rotation for them. The bullpen has been overworked and underperformed most of the year. The offense, they got a good batting average. They hit left and right.
They have hit.
It doesn't. Yeah, but does it help when it's a 2-out hits?
Right. So here's the thing.
There are a bunch of 2-out hits.
Good fastball hitting team Astros. Grayson Rodriguez has got the best changeup in baseball. That's where. That's why I would lean. I'm with you on the first 5 with Rodriguez. Anthony,
best hitting team in baseball, 259 average, but they can't score runs because a 2-out single. All right, you might do that a bunch or back-to-back hits. So first and third, a little 2-out rally, and then they grounder back to the pitcher.
Anthony, letdown spot for Orioles.
I can't touch the Orioles because it wouldn't surprise me if I wake up the next morning and Astros win 9-8. It just wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Grayson Rodriguez, just looks way too easy. I mean, even the price of minus 154, realistically, this should be like a minus 180, minus 190, and how easy it looks. You got the number one offense. You got the number one offense with Grayson Rodriguez, who's 8-2, just dominating, versus a AA pitcher.
But for the Orioles, though, this is year 3 of them getting zero respect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even last year on the road, they were underdogs every single game. I mean, you're good. Orioles, here we go. We won 12 or 15 games, and we're on the road. Plus 115, plus 133. What are we doing here? They won 90-something games last year. Year before that, they went to the playoffs. Still won on the road. Second best or third best record in baseball behind the Braves. This year, 24-11 on the road in baseball. I think 155 is a fair number.
I'm with you guys on the Orioles. There's no doubt about it. But I just feel like this is the biggest trap game of the night.
All right, you heard it
looks
here.
Easy enough. I understand that point of it for sure.
Yep, letdown spot too, coming off that Yankees series. All right, we got the Nationals at the Rockies. Nationals minus 132. Now no longer a dog. They're at the Rockies. Rockies plus 12. Actually, this is numbers. I'm wrong here. Hold on. This number's 11 on the over/under. Forgot. Sorry there.
DJ Hurts looks pretty good. We had 8 K. We had 13 Ks his last start. Look at the pitch count on that guy.
Yeah,
80-something pitches.
Yep.
Efficient. Normally, off a game like that, you're thinking, let's fade a guy, right? He goes, 7 or 8 shutout innings, a bunch of Ks, but he's only throwing 85 pitches a game. I don't, if it was like a 110, I'd say it's easy. I'll take the Nats at that point. See, here it's like, all right, we're in the 130 range with a guy. It's not his first start, but definitely first time pitching in Coors, which is a different kind of ballpark altogether. Although we've seen unders up here with teams, right? We see the Dodgers come here and play a low-scoring game. We've seen some high-scoring games, but it's weird. But Dakota Hudson, do you want to bet Dakota Hudson plus 110?
What's the team total for the Rangers or for the Nationals? I remember yesterday the Dodgers was 7.
Got to be 5.5.
I was going to say it's all 5.5, 6.5.
I was all over the under the Dodgers team total yesterday. Under 7.5. They scored 5?
Like Dakota, I don't want to back Dakota Hudson. Like Ty Blah, all right, maybe.
I'd rather do Hudson.
Gomber for sure. Like Dakota Hudson, do I want to back?
Yeah.
Not if I want to back Dakota Hudson.
What am I doing?
I got your team total number here.
It's 5.5.
Rockies, 5.5 Nationals, 4.5 Rockies. Kind of like 4.5 over for the Rockies. I think they get 4.5 off the Nats.
Yeah. I got to go with the Rockies here. The Nationals, I'm sorry, I cannot touch the Nationals at a more than a minus 120 favorite, and I don't think they have a winning record when they're more than a minus 120 favorite. When they're a plus 120, plus 140, they win those more than anything. But
they are 500 on the road.
Yeah, give me the Rockies. Rockies just played a tough series with the Dodgers, and now you got the Nationals coming in. I think the Nationals are way overhyped coming in this game. I got to see it more to believe it. I'm not sold on hers yet. Give me the Rockies.
Washington swept the Marlins and then lost 2 to the Diamondbacks. Colorado like you said, they had a 4-game series with the Dodgers where they went 1-3.
But they were very competitive in those games. In one of those games that they had
should have.
won,
I had them at
yeah.
I mean,
It should have been a 2-2 game. Or 2-2 series.
They had to win. They give up 7 runs on a check swing. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that was not even close.
Forget about the check swing part. It shouldn't even gotten that close anyway from a hit home run. You're up,
Yeah.
whatever you're up, and you give up a 3-run jack. Without the other 4 runs you gave up ahead of that, but
got about 150 people watching live. Braves are up 3-0 PPK with the thing. All right, got a question here from John, YouTube. I have a parlay tonight. Braves versus Yankees. Yankees plus 1.5. Total runs under 7.5. Chris Sales, Carlos Rodon, both 5Ks. I don't mind it.
Look that good right now.
I don't hate it, but I don't. I mean,
best way to go 4-1. It's a 5-team parlay, John. Listen,
you know what Hard Rock had today?
I don't hate it though.
Tell me this was not the worst boost I've ever seen in my. Well, one of the worst was Rodon and Sale 6+ strikeouts for a -120. I was like, what the heck kind of crap is this?
You could see one of these guys getting knocked out by the 3rd inning.
That's a boost?
Yeah.
I mean, I would, no way. Rodon? I would bet the Rodon under 6Ks.
He's a guy. We saw Louis Heel last night
get
shelled. Rodon has pitched great. And you expect him. We've seen that from him. We've seen him be really good, which is why he's got 2 good free agent contracts. Right, guys sign him because when he's healthy. But you're facing a Brave team. Although we've talked about it on our show, Braves have been under hitters, right? They're under totals, not really doing a lot. They got 3 in a row and 6 of 7 now. They're starting to win a little bit. They found some offense the other day. The Yanks. I mean, you're relying on the pitchers to go out 7+ every game and give up 2 or less. That's tough to do for a whole season. Listen, I have the Braves tonight, and I got a bad number. I got -108 last night when it came out. It came down 110 or whatever it was. Just cause the Yanks you're not going to play 720 baseball all year, Yankee fans, or whatever fan your team that's red hot. It doesn't happen like that. Here comes the adjustment. There've been 500. The bullpen's been bad. You're a 2.5-man team. You got Soto and Judge, and now Stanton's coming.
What about first 5 under instead of total 7-5?
These are already placed. I mean, the game's
the game's underway. Though we're in the bottom of the first.
Okay.
I wouldn't have touched the under, and I would have took the.
I probably would have thought first 5 would have been safer, though. Believe it or not.
Yeah,
first 5. Yeah, I would have said first 5. Yeah,
first 5 under.
Bullpens have just been. The bullpens for both. On the Braves have been okay, but the bullpen. But the Yankees, they're exhausted from that Orioles series. So I mean, you can't take the under. I mean, just because once the bullpen comes in, it's you're playing with.
It's been struggling. Even the game they won, Holmes came in and gave up a 2-run shot. He hadn't pitched in a week. Like the bullpen, the team is 500 for a reason.
Braves versus lefties. They don't strike out a lot. They're about midway through 13th out of 30 teams or ever. 13th they strike out the most against lefties, but I don't hate it, but it's at
least you got the Rodon 5+ strikeouts and not the 6. I would say no more than 5. 5 would be my limit. Sale, he should get there. I mean,
under is going to be sweaty though.
Well, right now.
Yeah, now this is what you need. You need to settle down. I mean, you got a guy on third now with 2 outs here. Hopefully, if you get out of the inning and it's whatever's going on here.
You need Chris Sale to do Chris Sale stuff. That's pretty much the thing.
Yeah, right now if he shuts down the
you'll get the under, but it's parlayed with the Yankees plus 1.5.
I mean, it's got to be end 3-2 or 4-3. Good luck with that. That's a.
All right, Twins, A's.
If you want a live bet the Phillies right now.
And John's got to be a Yankee fan because he's got to be thinking, I'm getting a run and a half. They're going to win anyway. I'm getting, a run and a half. And, it's going to be a close game. They'll win this 5-4. I got a winner. Or 3-2 or whatever he's thinking.
Yeah, Aaron Judge is out, right? With the broken bone.
He's back.
He's playing.
Okay. All right.
But how?
I saw him get hit on the hand, and
he's wearing a hand protector.
All right.
So if it does hit, it's still gonna hurt, obviously. But
so, what inning is that game in? Let me punch that up.
Judge is batting right now.
We're in the bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. Someone gave out Locke today, Nerfy. I never would take a Nerfy with the Yankees.
No.
Never, just because Aaron Judge is in the lineup.
Anybody could solo homer on the Yankees. Volpe, Soto, Judge, Stanton, so on.
You know my thoughts on the Nerfies. I'm all for Nerfies because the pitcher, I don't care what team it is, the crappy White Sox, the Diamondbacks, Rockies, the Mets, whoever, A's, the pitcher, starting pitcher is the best guy on the team. He's the best pitcher on the team, right? That's why they're starters. So you're going to give me a Nerfy. I don't hate any kind of Nerfy for any team because if your best guy can't get 3 outs, well, you're in trouble. You're in trouble if you can't go get, you come in fresh, you're ready to go. You can't get 3 outs. You can't get 3 outs. I don't care how bad a pitcher. I mean, no, I'm all for Nerfies. That being said, odd-wise, are they 140s, 150s? That's why I don't play them because sometimes they're juicy.
They're juicy when you got 2 studly pitchers on the mound versus 2 really bad offenses. They're juicy. But
like today was probably
like a minus 120. That's my guess. The Yankees, which is very doable. But I'm sorry, I'm not touching no Nerfy when you got the Braves lineup and the Yankees lineup.
No, exactly.
Anybody can solo homer. And all it takes is a 1-out double, 2-out
Sale
double.
hasn't been healthy in 5 years, and Rodon hasn't. He's been Volpe got caught stealing, so out of the inning there, 3-0. Judge struck out. You got 2 guys with injury concerns. Rodon was good. He was hurt. He's back. And Sale for the last 5+ years has been hurt. So, yeah, he's been great now. You want to bet on a Nerfy in that spot? I don't want to. I'm with you. Like, how do you?
Yeah. I saw someone gave it out. Yankees, Braves, Nerfy. And I'm like, not with Judge in the lineup. I'll never take a Yankees Nerfy. Twins, A's, Paddock versus Estes over under 8. Look, Paddock is one of the pitchers who's been hit the most. Both guys.
He's a funny guy because sometimes he just gets in a stretch where he's dominant. 1 year. But then he's in a stretch where he's just he's just throwing like a beach ball. Everybody's hitting him. So it's like, which Paddock are we going to see tonight?
You can't lay 160 with him. Not on the road. No, this is.
I couldn't touch him on home minus 160.
No. What was it? What was the reverse run line there? Plus 215. A's minus 1.5.
Yeah, the A's. This is my dog of the day. I love this play. It's your hold your nose because it's still the A's. But at the end of the day, you got a bunch of guys batting 200 and below. But the Twins.
And we talk about this.
Let me tell you, one of my best bets yesterday was the Twins money line. And that was my only of the three best bets. That was my only loss. And the Rays put out the worst lineup I've seen in all this year, including the A's. And you had guys batting below 100 in the lineup. Yeah, and they still won that.
All late in the game. And I was like, all right, it's 2-1. It was 2-2 because I had the Twins as well. I'm like, I got the pitching edge. Yeah, I think they could come out and hit. Listen, Royce Lewis is back, and me and Ann know we're like kind of card guys. So we're like, oh, this guy's supposed to be pretty good. He's a prospect for them. Nice power guy. He's back. He's got what? He's got like 9 home runs or 15 games or something.
Exactly.
Like,
he's got more home runs than the entire roster of the Seattle Mariners, except minus Cal Raleigh. Can you believe that?
6 earned runs.
But all the hitters combined to those $800 J-Rod cards. Thanks for that, buddy.
Yeah, anytime, buddy. Anytime. I'll buy it for $20 if you want to sell it.
I like over 8. Last time these two teams matched, the same pitching matchup, there were 15 runs scored.
Shipping included. I like the over here with you, Tooch. I like the over.
6 earned runs for Estes. And then you got Paddock, who's just, like Anthony said, throwing beach balls up there. He's one of the most hit pitchers in the majors. One of those I can't figure out the number. Why is it 8? I know Oakland's a pitcher-friendly ballpark.
It's a pitcher ballpark, and the Twins are good. They're going to score some runs. Yeah. But if you watch the A's the last 3 games versus the Royals at home, I mean, I watched the last couple innings of yesterday's game, like I said, versus the Royals, and let me tell you, this team is not the same team from 2 weeks ago. It's not the same team from a month ago. This team they got some confidence in their at bat.
I'm a JJ Bleday guy. I like JJ Bleday. He was supposed to be good when he was at the Marlins coming up. I'm like, oh, this is like top prospect. They send him over here. And then you got a bunch of young guys like, who are these cats? They're rated pretty good. They're top guys in teams' organizations.
You know who I really like for the A's? I think he's going to have he's only got a handful of bats so far, is Mike Cameron's son. I think Daz Cameron?
Oh, yeah.
He's got just his batting stats alone. You know this kid can hit.
I also
It's
like
just a
the
matter of time.
A's team total over 3.5. I think they get 4.
Oh, yeah. That's a great play.
The
That's a
Twins are off a extra
great-
inning game, right? I mean, like, come on.
2
It's a
extra
bad
inning games.
spot for
2
them
extra.
coming in, right?
Yeah.
So the bullpen's been worked. It's not a good bullpen.
No.
And you're going to be laying a 160 here? What
on
are we
the
doing?
road. And they have to travel. I mean, it's not a huge travel for them, but still, you're still going to California.
And that's why I think it's 8. Like, is it an 8 because the Twins don't score today and it's 5-1 Oakland? Like, I mean, see, I think the Twins are going to put up 4 or 5, and it's going to be like an 8-5 kind of game.
It could very easily
Well,
be.
That's what I think it is.
Let me give you the Twins' last 8 games. How many runs they've scored? 17, 6, 6, 6, 8, 7, 2, and 6.
Yep.
So nothing below 6. And there's one 17-run game in there.
Yeah.
The Twins' offense is for real. You know, they've got
yeah.
some hitters. Carlos Correa, Royce Lewis, Kepler.
Correa's batting over 300 now.
Yeah,
He's 200.
Byron Buxton. These guys are all
Buxton's
good
trash.
hitters. Yeah.
Buxton, if there's one guy that when I see this guy up and I got a man on second, 2 outs, I mean, it's Byron Buxton. I'm just like,
They talk about Byron Buxton healthy. The dude is 32 now. He's not even like a young guy.
I mean, if you
He's
ever
not
watch
young
this
anymore.
guy watching a bat for Byron Buxton, it's just, I mean, you just go like
He used
this.
to be decent.
Oh God, he had one good year.
Exactly. That's
One
the thing
good
with
year.
him. It's like, Byron Buxton. He is 30 years old, and he had a good season 7 years ago, maybe.
That's
I'm
right.
going to pull up his career.
Santana's
Carlos
on the
Santana.
Twins. Yep.
I gotta say, I'm glad you brought up Carlos Santana. For a number 7 hitter, and at his age, the dude's still got some pop in his bat. He homered yesterday in the bottom of the 9th, and he's just he works the account. I mean, he's the most underrated veteran player in baseball right now. Is Carlos Santana.
I got Buxton here. Let's look at Buxton and how this guy was supposed to be like the next thing for them.
Yeah.
2015, he came up 46 games, whatever, batted 209.
Yep.
92 games the next year. I don't know if he was hurt or just a part-time player. Right?
Probably hurt.
2016, I don't remember who was on that team.
Probably hurt.
225. 140 games. 16 homers, 51 ribbies, 29 stolen bases, batted 253. So you're thinking, oh boy, here we go. We got a guy here. Right? Looks pretty good. Next year, 28 games. Hurt. 2019, 87 games. Hurt. COVID, 39 games. 2021, 61 games. 92 games, 85 games. He's been healthy. He's got 56 games. No, his best year
He's never
was
been healthy.
2020, he hit 306. Every other year, he's 250 or below. He's not even a 250 hitter. Yeah. Well, everybody hyped it, and they're like, oh, yeah, Buxton, he could be a 30-30 guy because he was 16 and 29 one year in 2017.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
I had when I got Topps Chrome in 2022, I had his Future Stars card. I was like, why is he a Future Stars card? I'll never forget this.
In 2022, he came up in 2015.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy though? They had a Future Stars card in that year.
And you're like, oh yeah, let me save it. You probably put it in a top loader, put it in a penny sleeve. Let me penny sleeve this guy up.
I'll never forget when I saw his autograph on eBay. It was literally $10, and I was gonna bid. And I was like, there's no way it's gonna be $10, and it went off for $10. $10.
Look at his numbers.
And that was in 2022. That was when I was getting. I mean, I had my mailbox was full of cards every day.
He had 28 homers in 2022, 92 games, 28 homers. Bad leadoff. He had 51 RBI, batted 224.
He's terrible.
Brewers at Padres. Brew Crew having a pretty good year. We got Ray versus Cease. Pretty good. Both pitchers having okay seasons here.
Yeah.
Over sitting at 7.5. Padres bullpen has been decent. Brewers always have good pitching. Over 7.5. They're begging you to take that over, though, huh? What do you think, Sean or Anthony? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
I was gonna say I didn't have anything there. I kind of lean to the under though with these two guys because Ray's been decent, Cease has been good, and I think Game 2 on the road is where the visiting team will feel the time change, even though it's only 2 hours from Central to West. It's not crazy time change, but I think this is the flat spot for them in a hitting kind of way. And how is this team a good hitting team? You look at the stats on them. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I like the Padres -0.5 first 5. That's my pick on this one.
There you go.
Because I'm not a Ray fan. If I ever back Ray, the dude gets rocked every time. So I'm gonna fade him. I mean, every time I back Cease, he gets rocked too. So I mean, It's not a game I'm looking to go bet, but if I had to take a play here, I'm taking the -1/2 first 5.
Will Contreras is having a great year, by the way, for the Brewers.
William Contreras, yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous year.
Very good year. You know who's having the best year so far? Better than Araz? Stephen Kwan.
Yeah.
And 393 coming into today. 393.
He's been red hot. Our guy Michael B in the chat sometimes.
Was Teoscar Hernandez on the Brewers last year?
No,
he's on Seattle last year.
Seattle, okay. All right.
I got his autograph card.
Having a great year this year, Hernandez.
I bought that card for $10 too off eBay.
Who
wants the Teoscar Hernandez autograph card? Chrome.
No play for me on this one. It's Rowdy Tellez is the guy I'm thinking of that was on the Brewers.
Oh, dude, they boo him out of Pittsburgh. I mean, the only reason he's in Pittsburgh because it's Pittsburgh.
Is he still on the Brewers?
Yeah. No, he's on the Pirates.
Oh, that's what I meant. The Pirates. Yeah, the Pirates.
How about the Pirates? The Pirates looking to get Louis Roberts from the White Sox,
who's
possibly. They want him. They want maybe Baudet from the A's.
Did you see him? Did you see him drop that fly ball? Hot dog and a fly ball and dropped it.
Who?
Louis
Roberts.
Did he?
It's like basket catch.
He literally went in and out of his glove, like
not
a little
nonchalant. Like I'm going to make it a little easy basket. Boom,
like he's Willie Mays.
In and out of his glove.
He thinks he's Willie Mays.
The Pirates were also looking at your buddy down there, Brian De La Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, whoever gets Brian De La Cruz is getting a winner.
Yeah,
I still like him. I got his things.
Yeah.
But we're getting to that time though. You better kind of produce, or you're getting out of the saved rookie pile and going into the donation box.
Last game of the evening, Angels a +158 dog at the Dodgers, -188 for the money line on the Dodgers, over under 8.5. Sandoval versus Knack. I don't know anything about Knack.
Knack's been good.
Knack's been good. That's why.
I'm like, who's this guy?
Anthony.
Anybody can pitch versus the Angels. I mean, have this guy from Houston come up and pitch versus the Angels. He'll look like Cy Young.
He'll look like Reed Detmers throwing his shit out.
I mean, come on. You got Joe Adele batting $188 now. Remember when he was batting over 300? He's batting $188. The dude.
This kid,
Pedro Serrano.
This kid is typical Urias, Anderson, Gonsolin for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
4 2/3 innings, 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, strikes out 5-2, 5-4 guys, 3 hits, gives up 1 run. That's what he does. 5 hits, 5 innings, 4 hits, a run, 5 Ks. He's out of the game.
Dodgers first 5 -0.5. What's the number on that?
I got the Dodgers run line. Dodgers run line. I got it at even money. Bad number.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
I'll take Dodgers run line.
Dodgers run line tonight. You heard it here from our 2 handicappers. Just out of curiosity, first 5 -0.5 is -114 with Knack on the bump.
Anything with the Dodgers tonight, in my opinion, is I mean, it's worth the play. Don't overthink it. In this game, don't overthink it.
All right.
Yeah, most times you're like, oh, they played Colorado last game, but they had a day off beforehand. So
the Angels are just so bad. I mean, it's really a shame. Let's just put it that way. They talk about how bad the White Sox
they weren't
are.
off. They're coming right out of Colorado, but they're coming off of a 5-3 game. So it's not like the bullpen was crazy those games.
Yeah. Sandoval's like a guy. If I bet against Sandoval, he pitches awesome. But every other game he's terrible.
That's what I was telling you. Team total for the Dodgers yesterday was 7.5. 7.5. Look at the total for this game. 8.5. When I see a 7.5, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm going to take the under just because of principle.
Yeah.
So, beginning of the year, guys, I talk about the Dodgers.
Like, man, right on that number. That was sharp.
Everybody wants the Dodgers. They're going to run away. We're 115 wins. The win total is 109. Forget about bets. Let's go to the pitching staff. Because I said, why do we love the pitching staff? You got Glass now, and then you got Kershaw, who's old, coming off the injured list. He's back on the injured list. What are you going to get out of Yamamoto? He's on the injured list. Yep. Then you got Grove is out, youngster for them, out. Sheenan is out. May is out. Gonsolin's out for the season. I mean, they have like 6 starting pitchers on the disabled list.
And what's his name? The guy that we invested autographs in? I want to say Burley, but it's not
Bueller.
Bueller.
He's back. He's back.
Yeah, he's gone. He's
back. He's back now.
Okay. Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was out. Yeah. He's out again. Oh, okay.
No, he's back and he's giving up 4 runs a game. So his Hall of Fame train just went off the rails.
Man,
It's filled with a bunch of hobos. It's like Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
For his first few years, man, it was like a rocket ship.
You know what it was? It's because I bought Tooch, Sean. As soon as I bought that autograph card, $89.
I was
his
with
next
you on
start,
that.
he got hurt. His next start. It was just like when I put 500 on McClanahan to win AL Cy Young last year. He got hurt. That was the last time that he pitched. I'm telling you, I cannot bet on these guys. I can't buy their cards.
Don't buy any more of those cards.
It's the Anthony curse, man.
Those guys are going to lose their careers.
Look at J-Rod. J-Rod's J-Rod. I mean, but there's nothing about it. If I buy a Gunnar Henderson autograph card rookie, a poor kid's career down the tinner.
Yeah. It'll crash.
Yeah, he'll crash.
I got 175 people here watching live. What do you say we give away some free plays?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, Anthony's free play. He's going with a little dog here. A's on the money line versus the Twinkies.
No. The Twins. Yeah, Twins.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm thinking the Royals.
Going with the dog here. Sean's free play. Orioles first 5. I love his play. This is one that was on my card too. Sean got that.
A Mr. Square play of the night.
It is, but I'm so biased to Rodriguez. I love the guy.
Minus 110.
Let me put it this way. How does someone argue and say, how can you not take this? You know what I mean?
I know.
There's no argument. There's no argument. No one in their right mind would be like, how can you take this?
But let me tell you, so I was online. I'm like, man, I'm just going to just whack this for like 1,500. Just go I can't even do it because it looks, no, can't do that.
This is like when the Cowboys were at home 2 years ago, -3 versus the freaking Panthers.
The Cardinals.
How are the Cowboys only -3 at home?
Yep.
Look at Jesse. Look at Jesse's comment.
Even I'm here not to tell me time to.
Yeah. Jesse, did you see what Mr. Numbers
I love Jesse
wrote to Ross on the Twitter? Oh, man.
I don't even know why he's mad at me. Sean told me because of my was it Drew Carey comment. I thought it was pretty funny. It wasn't trying to be rude.
Oh, man.
I think he took it the wrong way.
I love that play, Sean. Get that one in right after the show here.
Why did Ann tell me we were going to talk about like public sides today?
Oh, where we got?
Yeah, we are. Yep. Let me go out my
free play. I mean, come on. We got the Tooch as the host. Come on now, Sean.
Twins A's over 8. Here we go. All right. Anthony and I were talking about this earlier too. Talking about the public when there's like 97% of the money bets on a team, it always just it's too good, just loses, or is that really true? Anthony says no. You only notice it when it loses. You don't notice it when it wins.
Yes. I agree.
This
now,
way. Or no,
go ahead, man. You go. You know me. I'll talk forever. So you talk first because I'll go.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna pick a heavy favorite yesterday. So give me a heavy favorite.
Luis Heel.
You know what? Here, the Dodgers yesterday.
97.
Dodgers yesterday were a heavy favorite. How much money was on the Dodgers yesterday? Does anyone know? Just hypothetical. Probably about 89%, 90.
95%.
You're never going to hear, oh, wow, the public won 90%. Oh, man. But if the Rockies won, all the money was on the Dodgers. That's why the Rockies lost. Yeah. You won't hear that. But you hear that tonight, you're going to hear all about it. Oh, well, the public was on that side. That's why it lost. Now, I think Sean hit this right in the money. I think this is where he's going to go. Back in the day when it was like what, just Vegas and, when all the money. No, go ahead, Sean. You finish it now.
I was going to say, yeah, like it was different. It was, you had a bunch of schmoes come on Fox or ESPN and be like, we all like this game. You'd laugh and be like, I'm going opposite, and you'd win. You would win because they're just guys. Yeah. And you would win because you would just be talking at work about Monday Night Football and someone would be like, this team's got to win, right? It would just, that was the public back in the day. How, and I say this all the time, like people get wrapped up into that. And Tooch, we've done it. I've done it on my show.
Yep.
Oh, well, it says X percent is on this. I'm like, okay, well, I'm on a page that has the consensus and my number is different than your number. That you have to form an opinion before you even flip on your computer or get on your phone in the morning. That's why people are like, oh, you do stuff ahead of time. What are you doing? I don't want to be clouded by anybody else's thoughts. So you should have your own thought first, and then you don't have to worry about the public. Oh, the public's going to be on this. Well, I'm shocked. There's 4 playoff games today. The public's not be on the side. So you're not. I mean, let's be honest, folks. You want to bet a rando Friday Cub Met game because it's at noon. You're gonna stay off a game on wild card weekend because the public's on it? No, that's ridiculous. The public. Who's the public now? It's a guy coming in with $1 million in a suitcase betting game. I mean, the people in Chicago. I mean, I see it here, right? Willis Twins up next. Oh, it's the Bears are going to roll. I mean, other people are like, what are you talking about? The Bears are going to roll. Go somewhere else. People are thinking it's Green Bay all the way. Don't get wrapped up into that. Have your thought first before you worry about everybody else's thing. And you have your number. That's how you got to come up with a little number for yourself, what you think. And it doesn't have to be close to what the Vegas has, because people, if you were that great, you'd be working for Vegas. I mean, my numbers are similar, I guess. I mean, sometimes they're off. I'm like, I'm a genius, but then it loses. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm a big dummy, But don't let that. You got to put that out of your head. How do you? Yeah. Oh, let's talk about that on Thursday night when the Ravens play the Chiefs.
I've sent out plays before, and I've had a couple new clients, and they're like,
Publix.
"Oh man, I can't play that. Oh, the public is on that side." And then 2 hours later, the game wins. And I was like, "Well, it looks like the public won tonight, my friend." I mean, What do you want me to tell you? I mean, I'm sorry. When I bet it, I wasn't looking at the sides. I got the edge on this game.
You got to take that out. It's the number. Forget about the team, your fandom. Yeah. Like when John came in, you knew that guy was a Yankee fan. Yankees plus runs, strikeouts. You can't bet like that. You want to do that? Just take a season win total and hope they win out. You can't do that every day, especially in baseball.
The only time I'll ever look at it, I mean, I'm not going to consider it, is the NFL. But I'll never look at NHL, NBA, college basketball, baseball. That doesn't even cross my mind. NFL, I'm not going to lie. I look at it. And last year, I tracked it, 11-5. The number one overall public bet went 11-5 last year.
It won 11 or lost 11?
I think it lost 11.
So okay, so it's 5-11.
Yeah, 5-11. I'm sorry, 5-11. 5-11. Yeah, sorry.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
because the spread comes involved. Yeah, that's what I look at.
That's what it was. It was I mean, of course, it was a spread. Yeah,
it's always the spread involved. Is it is it the public moving it up enough? It's that, and NFL is the key to that. Like, where do you think that line's going ahead of time? Like that's I think
those are the games that this is where I learned from Sean. If it's too good to be true, take the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in the NFL, if you looks that freaking easy, everybody be betting it. I mean, if it's that easy, it's going to cash with ease. Patriots are only -3 with Tom Brady. Oh, of course. Next thing you know, the Jets are up 14-0 in the first quarter. Oh, crap. How many times have we all seen that before?
Wait till you see the Texans hate pretty soon when they lose opening day, and all of a sudden they're under 500 team. People think, what's going on? Oh, you're playing a first-base schedule now? Oh, wow. I'm shocked that teams have adjusted to a second-year quarterback, and maybe he's a little too cocky or trying to force things, and everybody's a little full of themselves.
They do have some. They're stacked offensively, man.
Here we go. I got the guy sitting next to me to the left already, thinking they're going to win. They're not even winning. They're not winning a division.
They improved at running back with signing Joe Mixon. They traded for Stephon Diggs. Then they already had Nico Collins and Tank Dell, and they're
a pick versus the Colts.
The Colts are improved though too. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Not as much as the Texans. Realistically, the Lions should be like -3, -4 for the Texans, the way they've improved. But in the NFL, it's a whole nother system.
Yeah.
It's ugly. Hold your nose. Everybody's been a Texans. You got to take the Colts in that game.
Yep.
If you're betting it and you have to bet it, you have to take the Colts.
What are the Colts getting 3.5 in this game?
When you bet
Colt
the NFL,
line is 2.5.
You got to change your whole way of betting.
I can't wait for football, Anthony, so we can test some of this stuff out.
Oh, I can't wait to hear when football comes. So Tooch could be like, man, I can't wait to college basketball. I can't wait. Every sport, like Tooch goes on a two-day loss, and he goes, man, I can't wait to football. Oh yeah, because football is automatically we're going to win, right?
NFL's toughest. It's one of the toughest ones to bet on. Yep, baseball is super hard.
How about Dallas? Mindset. Dallas is either one or a pick 'em at the Browns. Who do you like that game, Tooch? You gonna be all over Dallas and Dak?
Dallas is where is it at the Browns
in Cleveland. Yeah,
in Cleveland?
I like Cleveland. In Cleveland.
Give me Cleveland. Yeah, that defense and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That's another team that got better.
Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys have a good chance to win that division, though.
I think the Eagles to lose.
The Eagles.
I gotta see the Eagles
division.
defense because if they didn't improve that defense from last year, it's gonna be another shit show.
Yep.
That division, it very well could be a 9-8 winner.
Yeah.
It very well, because Dallas, like you said, Sean, lost all those offensive linemen, went to Washington.
Yep.
But the problem with that is, who is Jalen Daniels throwing to? There's no receivers. So Dallas might have the receivers.
Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson.
They might have a better offensive.
Real quick before we get out of here, we got a few minutes left. Give me the division winners of the East. Of all 8 teams before we click.
There we go. Tooch 16 parlay.
8 team. AFC South, Sean. Who's the division winner? Colts.
Texans.
I like the Texans too, but I would not surprise me if the Colts win that division.
I can't go with Anthony Reddick.
AFC West Chiefs division to lose.
It's Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs. AFC East. This is a tough one.
Believe it or not, I like the Jets.
So do I. I was just.
I know.
Like the Jets.
And listen,
Dolphins.
It's been no Aaron Rodgers for 2 years basically, right? Yep. He's out, so he's coming back. He's got to be fresh, but I don't know. It's I gotta see what the odds are. Everybody's gonna be on the Bills because it's like Josh Allen, but I don't know. He's the best quarterback over there, but I'm not sold on the coach. I've lost a little love for the coach. Miami's very well. I mean, who's got better odds, Miami or the Jets?
The Jets
around the same. Probably around the same.
Miami is if they got better on defense, then the offense is going to score points.
My concern with Miami last year was Tua getting knocked out with his concussion because he looked terrible before that. And again, he got through the season great. Is he healthy?
And who's behind him?
Yeah. What's his name?
Every backup quarterback is really, that's the problem. Every backup quarterback is not great.
And then AFC North, it's the Ravens division to lose, no?
I like the Bengals to go one last hurrah before they break up the party.
I think the Bengals party's done already. Give me the Ravens.
I think everybody's gonna be on the Ravens.
I don't give the Bengals 1% chance of doing anything this year.
What scares me is I don't know Burrow's injury. They said that it could be really affect his arm. So I got to see what goes on in preseason. If he's not throwing in the preseason, I'm again. I won't be looking to be on them at all during regular season.
They still got major defensive issues, offensive line issues. Now they have a running back issue and a Joe Burrow issue. Get out of here.
Yeah. So I love the Ravens opening night though.
Talking NFL futures here. NFC East, Sean says it's the Eagles to lose.
I think it's the Eagles, yeah.
I think it's the Eagles. I think the Dallas has a good shot, but I think it's the Eagles to lose as well.
I'm going to go with the Eagles because I'm not sold on the Cowboys. If they have no offensive line,
that's okay.
No. I'm going to go back to my word. Give me the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to squeak this division out. But they at least have a defense.
NFC West 49ers division to lose, and Rams give them a little trouble there, Sean.
Boy, Rams really came on last year. I want to – it'll be better money taking the Rams. I'm going to say the Rams. I'm not going to come here and just give you some minus 140 Niners to to win or whatever. I'll go outside and say the Rams. I mean, the Niners probably the best team. Who are you kidding, right? Back-to-back Super Bowls for these. They're a good team.
Yep. Anthony?
You have to go with the Niners.
Yeah. NFC South, I like the Falcons in this one. I think they improved. They got the quarterback now. They've got weapons. They got a little defense going. Anybody thoughts? I know Sean likes the Buccaneers. Maybe
I'm on the Bay again.
I'm
on the Bucs. They improved. They had a good draft.
Are we set 10-1? What are the odds? Better than 10-1 last year's winner or what?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Probably like 4-1. Probably 4-1.
And then finish it up with the Bears Barroom NFC North. Lions division to lose. Packers give them a chance, or dark horse Bears or Vikings.
I go with the Lions.
I would say it's the Lions. As much as I want to take Green Bay, they had a big step last year. Better schedule. I think they kind of go back. I got to say probably the Lions here.
Yep.
Although I don't, you know me, I don't like taking just the odds-on fave there. So it's
I know. Yep.
those things that I if I'm doing, I probably won't even bet it if I'm not taking like the plus. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take a minus 130s. I don't, not to tie it up for 5 months for even.
But
money.
I will say Vikings under win total. I think the Vikings have a horrendous year.
Yes, I agree.
And let's see, coming up next here on the Barroom Network, we got somebody big just died. There's no Willis tonight. I think they're off.
Mike North is coming. Somebody big just died. We're
they
gonna
ran
do
out
Willie
of-
Mays.
Mike North. He's got Willie Mays and Donald Sutherland come up.
Hey,
Tonight, Willie Mays, and then Sunday is Donald Sutherland tribute. So
I was gonna say another Bears podcast. Man, I'll give you guys. I don't know what the hell you're talking
Mike
about.
North loves to talk
History.
somebody big just died in history.
Man, Mike North is Chicago. You put somebody from Chicago, just give him a topic. They'll talk like Sean Hicks for 1
Uncle
hour.
Mike. That's my Uncle Mike. I'm trying
Sean
to get
can
him on
talk
this
about
show.
New York bagels for 1 hour. Okay.
They're not better than Jersey bagels.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jersey bagels. My bad. There you go. 1 hour debate.
It's the Brooklyn water that makes those bagels good.
It's the
All
water,
right.
bro.
What about the one time I'll never forget it? Sean was like 20 minutes late for midday money because he drove 45 minutes to talk to the owner of the bagel shop. And he drove 45. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I was 20 minutes late. I was talking to the bagel guy."
I got a pizza story. So West Des Moines here, we got a Grimaldi's, which is
They're pretty good Grimaldi's.
And that's what I thought, man. I was super excited going there, and the Iowa pizza chef don't know how to cook a fucking pizza in that coal-fired oven.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my! So first of all, their tomato sauce is the best.
We got a Grimaldi's down here by me.
Absolutely perfect tomato sauce, but it was he overcooked. Either that they kneaded the dough too much because it was stiff as a board. And New York pizza, you got to be able to fold it. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you got that flap.
You couldn't fold it. It was just stiff as a board. So
I just opened up. Is that a new guy?
It just opened up. It's 1 week old. Yeah,
that's the Dave
right.
Portnoy
They got to work it.
They got to work out the bugs. So I called them back. I'm like, it was inedible. They said, we'll give you a free pizza this weekend. Just come back in. I'm like, all right, I got a free pizza when they work out the bugs. But yeah.
Yeah, I went to the one down here. I found them. Like, oh boy, it was really good. And the funny thing, I was there with my wife one day. My daughter was shopping with her friends in like it's like kind of like the shopping place over here. And it's called La Centera over in Cinco Ranch.
Yeah.
And she's out with her friends. So we were like, oh, let's get something to eat. So we're sitting at the bar. I got like a pizza. And I'm like, this is the best thing I've had down here because I'm stuck with Domino's and Marco's and whatever. Pizza Hut.
I'm so excited. We don't have a lot of good
I
pizza.
came back like a week or two later with my mom and the kids and my wife stuff. The guy's like, he's like, hey man, I remember you. You're like, oh yeah, really? How'd you remember me? So even the waitress like, oh yeah, I remember you were sitting at the bar there talking about you in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, of course you are.
Of course he was.
We're talking about Italian guy, be loud at the bar talking about the crap.
Who's that loud guy? What the hell?
How'd you got his hands up?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Is he gonna hit me? I brought him his food.
He wants to talk your ear off. Come over here.
Classic.
That was awesome.
All right, fellas.
How was your Subway, Tooch, yesterday?
As you know, like I was telling Anthony, I was like, I hadn't had Jimmy John's in a while, so I'm gonna go. It's been years. So like, I like their BLT. So
I love Tooch
because it's got thick bacon. Then I add avocado spread, and a foot long was like $20, $19.98. I'm like, no way, I'm not paying $20 for a foot long. I can get 3 of them at Subway for less than $20. So
Tooch has all the Subway coupons, man. All those super. You gotta love it. Hey, where else can you go for a family of 4 for what? $17?
Yeah, my kids will eat
these days. That's in the 90s. You can do that.
My kids, they just want ham and cheese. That's it. Nothing else. Bread, ham, cheese. No mayo, no mustard, nothing. And then that's one. And then my wife likes a cheesesteak. I get her a cheesesteak. And then I'll just get whatever, whether it's tuna salad or all the Italian meats, capicola, salami, pepperoni, ham. I get them all in there, and I get the vinegar and everything. It's good, That's $6 each for us to eat $5.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Yeah. All right.
Recession-proof Tooch.
Yeah, you gotta survive.
You're struggling on money, and you don't want to cook. Talk to Tooch.
Yep. I'm about to I make a meatloaf, pretty mean meatloaf. It's cheap to make that.
You know what we do?
Wow.
We do turkey meatloaf buffalo. So we put the
Oh,
turkey, double it up, Frank's Red Hot,
yep.
and some crumbled
Get it in
blue
there.
cheese in it.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Hey, you know, like it's this ground turkey. No,
Yep, ground turkey. Yeah, I do a French.
this guy, he's got the dogs. He's hanging out, making himself whatever a lamb chop for himself. You know,
I send you pictures of my steak while you guys are eating your turkey ground meatloaf.
I do a French onion one with like French onion dip seasoning in there. Then you get caramelized onions in there, and then the Gruyere cheese on top.
Chef
and sauce.
Tooch over here. Chef Tooch.
Boom! Chop it up, mashed potatoes and gravy. You got a little gravy from the cooking.
I'm surprised you don't have like a cooking channel on the Barroom.
Tooch's TikTok.
Tooch's cooking hour.
I got to do the chicken Caesar pizza too that Anthony showed me how to do.
That was good shit. I got to say, that was good shit.
Good stuff.
Chicken Caesar pizza.
Yeah, call me crazy. It sounds disgusting.
That is disgusting.
That's good.
You want to do buffalo chicken? I can throw a little hot sauce on the dough.
Okay, no, you can do that. It's all about what you put on it. It's the crust is made out of ground chicken.
Ground chicken.
Made out of canned chicken.
Oh, okay.
It's chicken.
No,
I'll tell you what you get.
No dough.
Two huge cans of Tyson chicken. Drain out the nasty ass water. Put 2 eggs. Mush it together.
Do you drink the water?
Huh? No.
You drink the water?
Oh no. Put it in the oven for 45 minutes. It gets. You got to put you got to mix Parmesan cheese, not grated, shredded, so it gets all like crispy on the top. So 45 minutes, and then you can put whatever you want on top. But
so 2 cans, the 2 big cans of
Tyson chicken.
Ground
drain the water.
Drain it out.
2 eggs. Just mush it all. I mean, put it together.
Mush it out.
It looks really like
Roll
loose.
it out. Yep.
And then you put a bunch of shredded cheese. That's the key.
Just on top or inside the mix?
Mix it together like you're doing a giant meatball, and then get a parchment paper and flat it out like you're making like it's dough. And
nice.
Yeah, throw it right in the oven.
Cook it,
and it's a carb-free pizza crust.
Carb-free. Top it with
anything you want. Yep. You could put Caesar salad. You can make an actual pizza out of it. You put mac and cheese.
Here we go.
Whatever you want.
Is it double cooked, or once you do you cook it again with the stuff on top of it?
Yeah, but you only put it in for like 10, 15
10 minutes. I was going to say, you don't want to burn it.
You have to pre-cook it. I do like a sausage crust one. You got to cook it for 10 minutes, then top it, and then cook it back for 20 more, 30 more, you know.
So 40 minutes?
45 minutes it'll cook, and it's going to be all crispy on top because of the shredded cheese, and that's what firms it together.
Now I'm hungry.
It's a protein, non-carb crust. It's pretty good.
I could take that, slice it up like it's a bread, and dip it in like a buffalo chicken dip.
100%.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
100%. It's super easy to make. It I said, it sounds disgusting, but once it's all cooked, it's like, oh, this is pretty fucking good.
I got some canned chicken. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Text him the recipe, Anthony.
Yeah, if you can't remember, let me know. I mean, that was it. Eggs, shredded cheese, not 2 eggs, grated.
2 eggs, shredded cheese, and 2 cans of chicken.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mix it up and spread out on parchment paper.
And put it on 400 degrees oven. 400.
400 for 45.
That's it.
Easy.
All right, fellas.
I like it.
See next Friday.
Next Friday.
All right, fellas.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.